Sarah laughs in CNN's Chris Cuomo's face after catching him in huge lie on live TV by Rebecca DeCirio, Politics US News, from AdWorldNews.com. CNN's Chris Cuomo was pumped up as Sarah Huckabee Sanders agreed to appear on his live TV show. Since CNN's ratings are in the dumpster, thanks to President Donald Trump labeling them fake news, Cuomo was out to make the press secretary look like a fool. As he expected, the Trump-hating pundit attacked Sanders with a huge lie. Sarah brilliantly laughed in his face while slapping him with the hard truth. CNN's Chris Cuomo demonstrated once again why Americans agree with President Trump's assessment they are fake news. Cuomo had a golden opportunity to be a fair and balanced journalist as Sarah Sanders agreed to an interview on his live TV show. Instead, Cuomo attacked Sanders with such a huge lie, she burst out laughing. Cuomo started out by defending CNN's reputation. Do you think that by saying we, CNN, stink, that we don't like veterans, that we are bad for America? The president says we are enemies of America. Do you think that that works for you long term? Cuomo asked. Let's take a listen. This is a real good comeback that she adds. I mean, really, it's very well done. It's a couple, 3 minutes.
Do you believe that this is sustainable, this dynamic where we come at you with questions about what's true and what isn't, and those questions don't get answered? Do you think that by saying we stink, that we don't like veterans, that we are bad for America, the president says that we're enemies of America, do you think that that works for you long term?
Look, what I think is important to remember is that you guys get to ask the questions, but you can't always complain about the answers. You constantly ask the same question over and over and over again.
That's the job.
And expect different answers.
That's the job.
And then get mad when the answers don't change. No, the job is to get information and report the news. Unfortunately, you guys quit reporting the news. When I can read a news story and I have no idea what side of the story the reporter is on, that's a good news story. You'll be hard pressed to find a lot of news that looks like that
That
anymore
assumes that the story is completely even-handed, that one side isn't one more right than other, that something isn't demonstrably true,
No, your
that
job
everything
isn't
is unknown.
The news
That's
isn't
not the
opinions.
truth.
The news
That's not
isn't
the
an
truth.
opinion.
Of course the news isn't an opinion.
reporting facts and letting other people make the decision
That's
about
right.
how they
And if
feel
you
about
won't
it.
answer the question, Sarah, how can people do that?
I answer questions all day, every day.
And if
it's
they-
what I spend every minute of the
I
day
know you
doing.
do.
It's why I'm sitting here at 9 o'clock at night answering questions to you.
But you have to understand the
you-
dynamic on the other side. This is where we'll leave this. Let me tell you what it's like on the other side, okay? I haven't sat here and told you that you hate veterans.
I didn't say that.
Yeah,
either.
sure, you did. You did it in a little bit more polite way. But the president
actually,
says
Chris, that's the
horrible things
problem.
about how we do the job
Chris,
all the
that's the
time,
problem.
and then you complain about having a critical press.
I find it absolutely laughable that you would say to me that you're upset that the president says you
I'm
guys
not
do a
upset.
tough job. On
I'm
this
telling you that
network
you're
alone,
asking for scrutiny,
On this
is what I'm
network
telling you.
alone, I've been called useless and so
By
many
me?
other outrageous names.
By me?
No, I'm just saying in general. But
Not by me. You got to take each
I
as its
hope
own.
not.
Right?
I don't
I'm not
know.
holding you accountable for everything the president says.
no, but
right?
you're taking things that I've said completely out of context.
The
I didn't
veteran
say
thing was
that.
a cheap shot. I know where you were going with it.
wasn't
I'm just
a cheap
saying
shot.
it doesn't make it a
was
healthy
fact.
dynamic.
It was a fact that you guys did not
Oh.
cover this topic.
We cover veterans all the time.
In a way that I felt like was important today.
I brought you on here because you said you wanted to talk about 500 days and we would handle the news a day. Did I keep my word?
For the most part. I mean, a lot more on the back and forth versus the 500 days.
It would have
But I
gone
get-
like this
but I
if
get
you'd
that-
answered the
But I
question.
get that it'd be hard for you to spend a lot of time talking about the president's successes, of which there
Listen.
are many, and maybe we'll have a chance
The
to do that
job,
again at
as
some
you
point.
know, anytime you want. Let's end it on that.
All right.
Anytime
Good
you
to
want to
see
come
you.
on to address what's important to the American people, you got a spot right beside me.
All right, thanks.
Sarah Sanders, thank you very much.
She actually held her own. She was boom. Sarah Sanders stunned Cuomo with schooling him on what his job really should be. She laughs as he tries to defend CNN as a reputable news source when every American knows CNN is a propaganda network. out to tell lies and falsehoods about President Trump. The Daily Caller reports White House Press Secretary Sarah Sanders knocked CNN's Chris Cuomo on Thursday and accused his network of reporting opinion rather than the news. Cuomo bristled at Sanders' suggestion that he is an opinion journalist and claimed that she doesn't answer the public's questions during White House press briefings. And no, she just doesn't answer stupid questions, nor will she engage in CNN's crazy antics during briefings put on by CNN's Jim Acosta and April Ryan. Cuomo wouldn't even have a job if his brother wasn't the governor of New York. He has time and time again lied, protecting the Democrats. Going back to 2015, Cuomo sided with Hillary Clinton's account of Benghazi. He denied the Obama administration did anything wrong. To this day, Cuomo has never apologized for reporting a video started the Benghazi incident. Last week, Cuomo claimed there was proof of potential collusion between Russia and the Trump campaign. What? Yep. He went head-to-head with Representative Jim Jordan, who blew him out of the water, exposing his ridiculous lies. Jordan claimed the federal government lied when it obtained Foreign Intelligence Surveillance Act FISA warrants to spy on the Trump campaign and said it relied on a false dossier to prop up its case. They did disclose where the dossier came from. It is not all false allegations in that dossier, Cuomo shot back. What? Does this idiot really believe a FISA court judge would approve a warrant if they knew the evidence was a bought and paid for, unverified dossier by Hillary Clinton? Jordan, totally incensed with Cuomo's lies, says to him, "You know this to be the case even though you have never seen the FISA application yourself." Yeah, that shut Cuomo down. But to this day, he is still promoting no one spied on the Trump campaign, even after Democrats had to admit that was true. Yeah, but you have Trey Gowdy coming out there and saying there was no spy. You see, so Gowdy's giving them food for thought too. Anyway, CNN's horrendous lineup of Chris Cuomo, Jim Acosta, and April Ryan, proves they are not in the news business. They are in the propaganda business. And these clowns are no match for Sarah Huckabee Sanders. Our beloved press secretary takes a blowtorch to their lies on a daily basis. Thank God for Sarah Sanders. Americans love her because we love the truth. Yeah, we have to give her credit. I think she is underestimated. Her value is very underestimated because she really handles herself very well under the circumstances and calmly. My hat's off to Sarah Sanders. I think the woman is actually very amazing, and that's why the Democrats are so incensed on attacking this girl, because she's all that. Bottom line, let me know what you guys think in the comments below, and again, thank you so much for watching.